Welcome to the Daily Reflection, episode 12. This week's theme is confidence and courage, and today's quote is, "Everything you've wanted is sitting on the other side of fear." George Adair. Hi, everyone. I'm Dana. Welcome to the Daily Reflection, your 5-minute boost of inspiration to start the day with purpose, positivity, and perspective. Thank you for being here. Hi, everyone. Today's quote from George Adair speaks directly to the heart of this week's theme, confidence and courage. Everything you've ever wanted is sitting on the other side of fear. Let's take a moment and really think about that one. Fear is such a universal experience. I'm not talking about the fear you get when you watch a scary movie or when you're about to jump off a high dive at the pool. I'm talking about everyday fear. It shows up in so many forms: anxiety, self-doubt, avoidance, perfectionism. And most of the time, it feels protective. It tells us it's keeping us safe. Don't speak up, you might sound silly. Don't apply for that job, you're not qualified enough. Don't try, what if you fail? Sneaky, right? It sounds logical. It feels like a shield. It feels like it's something that protects us day in and day out. But if we're being honest, fear is often less of a shield and more of just something that confines us. Because fear doesn't just protect us from pain, it also keeps us from possibility. Think about the things you deeply desire: peace, growth, love, purpose. It could be a career change, a creative dream, a deeper relationship. All of it, every single bit, asks you to push past some kind of fear to reach it. But the irony is, fear always shows up just before the most meaningful moments. It lives at the edge of transformation. That's why this quote rings so true. Everything you've wanted is sitting on the other side of fear. I remember in my own life where this hit home. About 8 years ago, I was given the opportunity to move from teaching math to teaching music. I had always wanted to teach music, but the timing just wasn't right. But when the opportunity fell in my lap, I froze. I wasn't sure what to do. I asked about 10 people what I should do, what their opinion was of this big decision I had in front of me. I would be moving from a subject where I had a lot of experience to a subject where I didn't have really any experience. But then I thought, you know what? This will probably be the only opportunity that I'm given to teach music. Even though I don't know what I'm doing, it'll be okay. So I ended up saying yes. And I showed up day in and day out. I worked hard. And on the other side of that fear is a job I love and lots of students impacted by the joy of being in a music class and part of a choir. If I would have stayed teaching math, none of that would have happened. Good things might have happened, yes, of course, but I get to go to work every day and sing. To me, that's the best thing ever. Some days I'm still afraid, like when my students sing before judges or audition for a select choir at the state level. I'm scared. I'm scared on their behalf, and I'm scared that I'll be looked at as an incompetent teacher. But I know that the process is more important than the fear. The reward and the magic are on the other side of fear. Not perfection, but growth. Not instant success, but movement. Not the absence of fear, but the presence of courage. Because I know that when I do something I'm scared of, or when there's a situation like when we sing in front of judges and I'm scared, it always ends up being a wonderful learning experience and a lot of fun for the students. So you don't have to wait until the fear disappears to take action. If you wait for the fear to go away, you might never begin. The key isn't to be fearless, it's to be brave with the fear, to walk with it, to acknowledge it, and keep going anyway. Here's my challenge for you today. What is one small thing you've been avoiding because fear is standing in the way? Is it starting a conversation, making a decision, trying something new? Maybe putting your heart out there? What would happen? What if you did it anyway? You don't have to leap today, but if you can, take just one step. one brave, imperfect step forward. Maybe it's sending someone a message. Maybe it's apologizing for something. Maybe it's asking for help, writing the first sentence of a book or a blog or an email even, or just saying to yourself, I'm scared, but I'm doing it anyway. Fear is not the enemy. Staying stuck is. And everything you've ever wanted, the healing, the growth, the purpose, the freedom, it's waiting right on the other side of fear. I hope you have a wonderful day today, and thank you for joining me on today's reflection. I hope you have enjoyed the Daily Reflection, your 5-minute boost of inspiration, reflection, and encouragement. Thank you for being here. We hope you tune in daily, share with a friend, subscribe, and let the words brighten your day.